What's good, YouTube? My name is Tim and thank you for tuning in to the channel today. If you guys haven't checked out the last video, I give you guys my recommendations on what you should and shouldn't be doing when you turn 18 or when you graduate. Whichever comes first. The video is really just for anybody, just so you can just learn, but it's specifically targeted to that audience because we gotta do better when we reach adulthood. So if you guys haven't checked out the last video, I would greatly appreciate it if you go check it out, like, comment, and subscribe to that and to this video as well. Now, today's video we are going to be discussing how to save up your first 10K. Alright guys, now as you can see from this article, it states the average American cannot afford a $1,000 emergency. Which is crazy because, man, $1,000, anything can happen. That can be a car breaking down, your refrigerator going out, a funeral, a medical bill. Now all of us have medical insurance. Anything can happen and boom, it's $1,000 just like that. An average American cannot afford that. Now I know times are very, very hard. The economy isn't in the best position. Rent is just through the roof. But there's absolutely no excuse for us not to have at least $1,000. Now I know some people might be like, oh, but you don't have bills like I do. Stop it, bro. That's just excuses. That's just excuses. Like there's no reason you should have at least $1,000. Like it doesn't. Yes, I still love my mom, but even if I didn't, I would still be responsible and save. And if you can, man, you can do something. It's some type of side hustle you can do. You can do DoorDash. You can do daggone Uber Eats. It does. It's the opportunities are endless, especially in today's society. You can do so much from your phone. It's just so much to do, man. I understand times are hard. People got kids. It's a lot to do, but there's no excuse for us not to have at least $1,000 in our savings just in case anything comes up. Now, most financial experts recommend at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses and emergency funds. Me personally, I think 6 months is way too much. You're just overdoing it. It's already hard enough to save as is. There's no point in stretching that out to 6 months. You can just be putting that towards investments or your business or whatever. So I recommend 3 to 4 months. I think that's the perfect amount. If your monthly expenses is if it's $4,000 a month, you can save up $12,000. I just feel like 3 to 4 months is perfect. If I don't know, if I'm hooping, I break my leg or something, I'm gonna be ready in 3 to 4 months. Most of anything you can recover in 3 to 4 months. So I just feel like that's perfectly fine right there. Now guys, the road to your first 10K is a very, very important milestone. Most people don't accomplish 10K in their bank account their whole lives, which is crazy to say, but most people just aren't that dedicated enough. And 10K is a lot of money, when you first reach it, that's your first 5 figures, so that's a big compliment. And once you reach that first 10K, man, you're just gonna get to the next milestone just quicker and quicker. Now, do y'all remember that example I gave y'all earlier of people saying I live with my mom, so I don't know the struggle and I can't really save if I live with my own? If you have that type of mentality, leave, get out of here right now, because you're not built for this. This is only for, the dogs is willing to get dirty and is willing to do what they need to do. It's no excuses. I don't care what you have going on. It's no excuses. Now, the 2 biggest ways to get to your first 10K is going to be very, very basic, and all of us know. You either make more money or cut back expenses. Or what I recommend is doing both. There's no other way. It's as simple as that, and there's no excuses. I'm gonna tell you guys how I got to my first 10K. If you guys follow Aristotle Investments on YouTube or any other type of social media, he has the same strategy I do as well. I didn't know. I didn't start watching him until last year, so I didn't know anyone else. I came up with this until I watched it, but it's really, really basic. Anybody can do it, and this you have 2 streams of income, one for your living expenses and one for your saving expenses. I figured this out when I was 16 years old. Man, I've just always been a hustler. I used to work at Walmart, and I used to work at Sonic for like 6 months straight to save up for my first truck, man. I would work Sonic from, this is during COVID now, so we had all my school. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really in school like that, but I would work it from Sonic from 8 to 4, Then I would go into Walmart from 5 to 10 p.m. Now Sonic, well, that was my bigger streamer income. I was making like, I don't know, 500-600 a week there. So I would save all of that money, and then I would just spend my Walmart money, which that was part-time, so I was only making like 300 a week or something like that. And I just continued to save until I was able to get my first truck. Now, I took that strategy all the way until I'm now 20 years old. I kind of did the same thing, but it was really just with one job. My strategy then, when I worked at Bridgestone, if you guys don't know, Bridgestone is just a tire manufacturing plant. I was there for about 1.5 years, and that's how I built my first business. Now, what I did instead of me getting 2 jobs, because they were 12-hour shifts, I just worked. You can kind of get unlimited overtime out there, so I just worked about 80 hours a week. At that point, it wouldn't matter if work 2 jobs or not. So, man, I was working about 80 hours a week for, I don't know, 8 months straight. Like, I was in my bag grinding, bro. That's the type of mentality you gotta have if you wanna get, to that 10K. Especially we black, we got it harder than anybody, us African Americans. So we got it very hard. So we gotta work 10 times harder. I know it's gonna be very hard. I know you're gonna have bills, but it's no excuses for that. I mean, we live in America. We have so many benefits that we don't appreciate, and we're really just spoiled. To be honest with you, we got it the best in the world. We have so many benefits. So now I can already hear some of you guys now. Oh, I can't do that. I have bills. I got kids. I can't do this. I can't do that. Excuses. I have a homeboy like this, and if you're watching this, you know I'm talking about you. I understand you have expenses. I understand you have rent. I understand you have kids. I understand you have all this. What I need you to do is budget. We have to right now all of our expenses. What I do, I put it in the Google Sheet, man. Put it in the Google Sheet. Track all your bank statements. Add up all your expenses, and you simply have to make more than that. That's all you have to do. There's absolutely no excuse for you not to. We're in 2025. The money you can make is endless. You can get another job, man. It's so much we can do, and we should be very, very grateful and blessed that we're going up in these times. So if your income is I'm gonna use my example just like I was at Bridgestone, because I'm using my homeboy example. He said his income, his expensive was about $4,000 a week. So I told him, okay, why don't you just work like me, 80 hours a week. At the time, I was making good money, man. I was making like $8,000-9,000 a month. I mean, I'm 18, 19, making that kind of money. I had to work 80 hours a week. It was still worth it to me, man. I'll grind, and I was ready to, go to my next step of my life. So I told him, why don't you just work 80 hours a week like me? Because if you make it $8,000-9,000 a month, then you just take $4K out for your living expenses. The other $4,000-5,000 you can save and invest. And it was nothing but excuses after that. So that just shows you right there. I mean, there's nothing but excuses for all of us, man. I mean, there's literally nothing else for us, to do. We have no excuses. All this information is right here in our face, and that's pretty much all I got. I mean, that's the best I can say. Is really very, very self-explanatory. That'd be the best way to get to that 10K. Now, the biggest thing you're gonna need here is discipline. Now, when you get to this 10K, do not splurge. You shouldn't spend a penny of that money if it's not going towards an asset. It should really be for your savings, for your emergency savings if you don't have anything. But if you want to be towards an investment account, whatever. We should not be, after you get to the 10K, you shouldn't be saying, oh, I need to go on a trip. I deserve this. Work too hard. You don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve nothing. We haven't got anywhere yet. We've only got the 10K, man. Like, we just getting started. Don't go, oh, I'm just buying me one pair of shoes. I earned this. No, you didn't earn nothing, bro. We still got a long way to go ahead of us. It was crazy. I hear some people do that. They'll get to a certain milestone and then they'll just start spending money, because they say they deserve it. I mean, I didn't do that. You shouldn't be doing that either. To put you in the best position, you and your family in the best position. I mean, it's all up to you. Do you want to be the one to break your generational curse of poverty? All right, guys. I know that was a very short video, but I don't have anything else to say about getting to your first 10K. There's no, I mean, it's no other way, man. It's no shortcuts for it. It's pretty straightforward, man. You just need 2 streams of income. You just have to live off one and save the other. If y'all are married, I got this from Aristotle Investments. If you're married, man, y'all can live off y'all girls, or the man and invest the other. I mean, it's plenty of ways to do this. There's absolutely no excuse for us, especially we in America. Cause I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I don't want to hear anything. So yeah, just take it with a grain of salt and just come up with something, man. We can DoorDash, Uber, learn video editing, do something, man. So if you guys like the video today, I ask if you can please just like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.